Netflix claims it has never canceled a successful show. In an interview with Bloomberg, Netflix's news co-CEOs Greg Peters and Ted Sarandos opened up on the streaming platform's decision-making process after the executive duo were asked about their relationship with the current community and viewer ire after years of premature series endings. This is what Sarandanos had to say. A lot of these shows were well-intended, but talked to a very small audience on a very big budget. The key to it is you have to be able to talk to a small audience on a small budget on a large audience and a large audience on a large budget. If you do that well, you can do that forever. Mr. Sarandanos, Mr. Peters, I only have one thing to say to you guys claiming that you never cancel any successful shows.
Accusations! These are not accusations. This is false accusation.
Now, I'm going to name a few shows here. Just shout amen when I get to your section of the world, okay? Hemlock Grove, Bloodline, The Get Down, Sense8, Girl Boss, Glow, 7 Seconds, Raising Dion, Friends from College, One Day at a Time, Santa Clarita Diet, She's Gotta Have It, The OA, Insatiable, October Faction, V-Wars, Messiah, The Motherfucking Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, Altered Carbon, Jupiter's Legacy, Cowboy Bebop, Shut Up Anime Nerds. The show is good whether you like it or not. On the Verge, The Imperfects, and all the Marvel properties, The Punisher, Luke Cage, Iron Fist, Jessica Jones, and Daredevil. You know, some people just wake up and want to lie. And I, for one, I'm not here for it. So, yes, Netflix, you do cancel successful shows. I don't care what your budget says. I don't care what your algorithm says. There are definitely audiences out there for these shows. In the millions, by the way. And for you to just snatch them away like that, you're only causing one thing.
Emotional damage.
So that's that. Stop lying. Y'all know what y'all are doing. Ladies and gentlemen, blurs and nerds, freaks and geeks, this is Do You Speak Geek?
DYSG, keep it real, that's key. We the best OGs, dope topics, come see. DYSG, keep it real, that's key. We the best OGs, dope topics, come see. I got a question, do you speak geek? New episodes on the podcast dropping each week. Get hip to the game, I'm giving y'all a sneak peek. Flavor for your ears, bars flowing on unique beats. Blurs and nerds, freaks and geeks. The Source Wall Wednesday dropping comics you should cop. I think you'd ought to peep. Don't sleep on Dono and Nix. They preaching the gospel, real ish ill like mono. They sick. Thumb life if you're into games with combos and kicks. This podcast is a gift. It's as real as it gets. Blurs taking over with clever marketing. We gain exposure, feeding the community magic. Your boy's a nerd promoter. The dialogue is Jimmy Crack Corn. We aiming for gold. The truth was told. I can't speak for other platforms. Sharp as cats out like knives, claws, and tack thorns. We blacking out, going crazy like a black storm. DYSG, don't forget to follow back. Hosting on the airwaves, always keeping it a stack. Flowers to my haters, psych. I ain't giving y'all jack. Number 1 on the charts, give your boy a gold plaque.
Hey, what's going on, y'all? It's your boy Nick's back again in the building. Thanking everybody for popping in, for hanging with me. Yo, y'all my family. I appreciate y'all so much. All the listeners, all the subscribers, for people who have been rocking with me thus far. But if you are new here, welcome to Do You Speak Geek? This is the podcast where we bring you all the latest and greatest inside the geek realm. This is episode 142. And shout out to Spreaker, the home team, keeping everybody in there locked to Do You Speak Geek. But wherever you get your podcast, please be sure to search for Do You Speak Geek and hit that subscribe. And please don't forget to follow us on social media. Facebook at DYSGFB, Twitter at DYSG_tweets, Twitch at DYSG_games, and Instagram, TikTok at Do You Speak Geek. The YouTube channel, the only place to find the Dono and Daddy Show. Please be sure to subscribe, like, Hulk, smash that bell for all notifications, and leave comments. We want to know what you guys think. We recently had our videos dropped a bunch of them. Come back First Friday Fights again. Also more content on the way, so please keep it locked. And we're going to do our thing for y'all on YouTube, so get ready for that. Well, we got a bit of a short show today. Not a lot to talk about, but we have a podcast no less to do, so let's go ahead and do what we do about this time, people. Let's speak geek.
Suit up.
I wanna be the very best.
Talk nerdy to me.
All right, we got reviews coming at you at rapid fire. Dead Space, a superb, and I do mean superb remake, and undoubtedly the definitive way to experience one of the best survival horror shooters that Capcom never made. So, with that said, I think it's time for a new one. Let's get it going. Forspoken, flashy combat and parkour can be fun. However, they really don't overshadow the kind of bare bones open world that's being presented to explore. And if I'm being honest, the story is kind of cliche. I mean, I don't know. But anyway, decent game either way. Teen Wolf, the movie. It's nice to see the cast return to Teen Wolf, the movie, but it's not given enough work to restore the series. The series' reason for even existing. I mean, I didn't even understand why they made a series about Teen Wolf, and it's so not on par with what the original property was. But, you know, everyone came back for it, so I guess that was great. Okay. And finally, we have the DualSense Edge. Now, this controller puts its customization front and center with its slick software and intuitive function buttons, finally giving PlayStation owners an answer to the venerated Xbox Elite. This controller is amazing for you hardcore gamers out there. This is the controller that's going to take your gaming to the next level. Please get that. Now, let's hop into my favorite portion of the show. Y'all know the vibes. Source Wall.
Man, you come right out of a comic book.
Behold the source wall.
Can you read, my son?
Well, that depends.
There is nothing wrong with reading a story and looking at the pictures.
Enough said, Stan. Let's hop right into it. The pull list this week, we have Miles Morales, Spider-Man #3. She's a real rabble-rouser. For years, she's schemed in the shadows. Now, Rabble is finally ready to unleash an assault on everything and everyone Miles Morales loves. But why does she hate Spider-Man so much? What secrets from Spidey's past still stand to be revealed? To survive her, first Spidey will need to survive the Scorpion. Miles can't save everyone. Shit, my man Miles will do it. I bet he gonna do it. I hope he do it. I'm praying he do it. But anyway. The Flash 1 Minute War Special #1. Y'all been waiting for this one. A lot can happen in 60 seconds. As the Flash event 1 Minute War rages on, writer Jeremy Adams gives you further insight into the alien speedster race that has invaded Central City and how the Flash family fights back. This one's gonna be fire, y'all. I can't wait. Silver Surfer Ghost Light #1. Tony Brooks and her family have moved into the quiet town of Sweetwater, but nothing is as quiet as what it seems with their new home. What mystery did Tony and her family unravel that would call upon the Sentinel of the Spaceways, the Silver Surfer? And just who or what is Ghost Light? Eisner Award winner John Jennings and artist Valentine de Landro, introduce a new Marvel superhero 54 years in the making. Oh my God. This sounds like it's going to be pretty dope. Bloodline, daughter of Blade, #1. Ooh, yes, let's go. It's in her blood. Brielle Brooks is a good kid, and no matter what her teachers say, it's not her fault she's developing vampiric superpowers and the undead want to brawl. And as if problems at school aren't enough, Bree's got a wild ride ahead of her. She's about to discover she's the daughter of the infamous vampire hunter and the daywalker known as Blade. This is gonna be good, y'all. Can't wait. Wakanda #5, the dramatic conclusion of Wakanda anthology. After the events of Wakanda #1, Okoye has a message for the rest of the world. Wakanda is not without protectors. And in this daring story by Brandon Thomas and Jose Luis, Okoye will teach anyone who questions just how painfully mistaken they are and just how unrivaled her dedication to Wakanda really is. How far will she go to protect her country? And don't miss the conclusion of the history of the Black Panthers, bringing an end to the comprehensive look of Panthers past, present, and future. If for no other reason, this book has been fire for the history of the Panthers. But y'all, Wakanda has been a great book. Absolutely. Tried and true. Can't wait to get this one. DC's Power, a celebration #1. First, there was DC Pride and DC Festival of Heroes. Now it's time to celebrate Black History Month. Cyborg, Jon Stewart, Aqualad, Kid Flash, Batwing, Vixen, Amazing Man, and more take center stage to highlight the power of Black excellence across the DC universe and stories from a variety of comics' finest Black artists and writers. If for no other reason, y'all, just to support the Black creators, get this book. And finally, we have Flawed #5. The origins of the Skinwalker serum are revealed, and evil from Relic's past returns to shatter her world, and Jim and Detective Davis join forces to take down a physically and mentally twisted Higgs. This has been a dope book too, y'all. Please check this one out. Get all of these this week at your local comic book store. Now, in Source Wall news, Captain America versus Captain America? So Marvel has spent the last year letting its two Captain Americas, Steve Rogers and Sam Wilson, each have its own lane in the Marvel Universe, but now the two captains are about to collide. Captain America Cold War is the new event that Marvel has announced, which will pit Steve Rogers and Sam Wilson against one another, fighting for the right to lead America's symbol of liberty and or truth. It's been all but inevitable that Sam and Steve would have to face off, but now we're getting the exact details of how and why that conflict unfolds. Both Steve Rogers and Sam Wilson presently wield the shield and have embarked on separate journeys as Captain America in the pages of Colin Kelly, Jackson Lansing, and Carmen Carrera's Captain America Symbol of Liberty, and Tochi Onbochi's and R.B. Silva's Captain America Symbol of Truth. This April, both books will collide in an epic that will make them question everything they believe in and each other. Wow. I don't know what's going to happen here with these two. And as much as I love my man Sam Wilson in that suit, my money's on Cap. And I don't mean Sam, I mean Steve Rogers. For one simple reason, Super Soldier Serum. Just saying. I gotta give the edge to the OG Cap. I gotta give it to him. But this event should be dope. I'm gonna check that one out. Also, why are the Titans replacing the Justice League? So last year's crossover epic Dark Crisis on Infinite Earths kicked off the deaths of nearly every member of the Justice League, forcing younger heroes like Dick Grayson and Jonathan Kent to lead the charge against an overwhelming evil. But even though they were successful and heroes like Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman are once again back in action, that doesn't mean the Justice League is returning. That's basically the setup for DC's upcoming Titan series, which debuted as part of the Dawn of DC relaunch in May. The series is helmed by Nightwing writer Tom Taylor and Wonder Woman Year One artist Nicola Scott. Also debuting that month is Green Lantern by Flashpoint Beyond's Jeremy Adams and Zermanico, and Cyborg by Morgan Hampton and Tom Rainey. Yo, Morgan Hampton, let's go. The Milestone Initiative is paying off. Let's get it, y'all. I love it. These books are going to be amazing. I can't wait. The Justice League are done, and the Titans are going to rise. Let's go. Let's go. I love it. All right, y'all. Let's watch this.
Watch this, y'all.
Thunder!
The Lannister always pays his debts.
Whoa, dude. I am the villain of the story.
Now, I just talked about Titans Rising. However, in the real world, in the TV world, Titans and Doom Patrol have both been canceled. So, Greg Berlanti produced DC series Titans and Doom Patrol will both end after their current seasons on HBO Max. It was announced this past week, and the news broke. The Hollywood Reporter, Deadline Hollywood, and Variety, with a spokesperson from HBO Max confirming the news is true. While these will be the final seasons of Titans and Doom Patrol, we are very proud of these series and executed for fans to see their climactic endings. We are grateful to Berlanti Productions and Warner Bros. Television, no we're not, for making such thrilling, action-packed, heartfelt series. We thank Titans showrunner Greg Walker, executive producers Greg Berlanti, Avika Goldsman, Sarah Schefter, Jeff Johns, Richard Hateman, and the team at Weed Road Pictures. For Doom Patrol, we celebrate showrunner Jeremy Carver and executive producers Greg Berlanti, Sarah Schefter, Jeff Johns, Chris Dignas, and Tamara Beecher Wilkinson. For 4 seasons, fans have fallen in love with Titans and Doom Patrol, investing their trials and tribulations and in their legendary battles, saving the world time and time again. Damn, man. I am so mad these shows have been canceled. Like most people, you're fans of one over the other. Me personally, I was a bigger fan of Titans, even though I had my own gripes about it. But still, man, damn. It hurts to see these shows go because they were such good shows. Warner Brothers strikes again. Y'all leave stuff alone, man. We got a good thing going here. Come on, man. Adult Swim has cut ties with Justin Roiland. So Adult Swim has ended its relationship with Rick and Morty co-creator, executive producer, and voice actor Justin Roiland following the news that he has been charged with domestic violence. The network announced the decision in a tweet this past Tuesday, just a couple of weeks after the news of the charges came to light. The statement added that Rick and Morty will still continue and that the team is working on season 7. Deadline Hollywood first broke the news of Adult Swim cutting ties. As previously reported, Roiland was charged in May of 2020 with 1 felony count of domestic battery with corporal injury and one felony count of false imprisonment by menace, violence, fraud, and or deceit. The charges were filed by anonymous Jane Doe, who alleged that the incident question happened in January of 2020. Roy pleaded not guilty to the charges later that year. The crazy part is that Roiland voices both Rick and Morty, so it's unclear how the show is going to be handled. Wow. You get what you give, man. I mean, he made the decision to do what he did, and unfortunately, something that we all love is going to suffer for that. Be that way sometimes. Well, let's hop into Thumb Life.
Peace, love, and video games!
It's on like Donkey Kong.
That man is playing Galaga.
All right, gamers, we got one piece of news here. The Xbox and Bethesda developer Direct January 2023. Here's what was revealed. Redfall finally has a release date. The co-op vampire shooter from Arcane and Bethesda is coming May 2nd. We also got a look at some extended gameplay showing Arcane's trademark level design that allows players to take on combat situations in multiple ways. Thank God. Minecraft Legends, its upcoming action strategy game set in the Minecraft universe. And we learned during the direct that the game was out on April 18th. Xbox also shared a look at the game's player versus player mode, which takes place in the same procedurally generated worlds as the single player campaign. The game showed off a lot of different strategies, including base building, mob recruiting, and using redstone to take the enemy team down. Okay, all right. Turn 10 Studios showed off gameplay for Forza Motorsport, which is still set sometime in 2023. The developer said Forza Motorsport will feature 20 locations to race, including returning favorites and 5 that are brand new to the entry. We also saw lots of beautiful shots of the racing, which will run at 4K, 6 slots per ray tracing. Forza Motorsport will feature more than 500 cars, including over 100 cars that are new to the game. Forza, man. In Hi-Fi Rush, everything moves to the beat. This vibrant rhythm action game is now available. It comes from Tango Gameworks, the studio behind horror games like The Evil Within and Ghostwire Tokyo. It's a big departure for the studio with bright, upbeat gameplay and a rocking soundtrack. Playing to the beat isn't a requirement, but you do get rewarded the better you are staying in time. All right. So for you producers out there, this could be pretty fun to play. And last thing we have, Xbox shared a look at Elder Scrolls Online's newest class, the Arcanist, and talked about its next major content update titled Necrom. The chapter is taking players back to Morrowind. Plus, Xbox revealed that it is making all 20 previous chapters and DLC free to play for a limited time. So you can jump into the world of Elder Scrolls Online as long as you have access to the base game. Not a bad thing to do there. I appreciate them doing that. Well, y'all, like I said, short pod. I hope everyone had a good day today, and we'll be back next week for the more DYSG podcast. Until then, this is your boy Nix, and I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. Thank you all for listening. Please be sure to listen to this podcast, subscribe to this podcast. Let your boy know what you think about this podcast. Follow us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Twitch, and TikTok. Check out the YouTube channel, like and share the videos there. As always, people, live to play to win to live. I speak geek. Do you speak geek?